Hey guys, this is Technology Mafia, and today we are doing a comparison review between these two camera stabilizers. On my left is the Gimbal S40. This is a cheap Steadicam that's available on Amazon everywhere for about $50. And on the right, my newest gimbal, which is about $350 or so. So I'm going to show you some test footage from each of these, as well as how it looks with the camera on it, as well as just some of the pluses and minuses with each of these stabilizers. So let's go ahead and get started by showing you test footage. And up first is the S40. Okay, so the S40 versus the G40. Now the gimbal is very easy to set up. All we have, if you look here closely, is a plate at the very bottom, and you have a bolt that goes to the bottom of the camera. Now you mount it, and because the gimbal balances the camera for you, you can adjust this forward or back. And once you turn the lens on, that bottom section is fairly balanced. So that's what you are trying to reach. And then from there, it's a piece of cake, because once you plug this gimbal in, you'll hear a beep. And now it is completely balanced, left, right, up, down, and side to side. So there it is. Very easy to set up, easy to get started. If you need to point the camera down, you can do that using this thumb lever. You can move it back up, back down. You can move it right or left, all using the brushless motors in this gimbal. So very simple to use, very straightforward. You hold it with two hands, you could hold it with one hand, and it's a very stable. You can see just how stable the camera is in your hand. So this S40 stabilizer is a bit more difficult to balance, to set up. So you have several modes of adjustment here. You have weights that go on the bottom on the left and right side. This whole stalk at the bottom moves up and down. You can see I've marked this particular one. So if you have a heavier camera that you're putting on top, you will obviously extend this further down. If you have additional accessories, you can add more weight to the sides. And the goal is, once you mount this camera on the top, let me go ahead and do that first. Slide this whole piece in, and you secure it on the back. Now it's a good idea to mark where your balance point is, because once you find that balance point, it's very easy to lose it, and then you'll have to start all over. So this is the problem with the handheld stabilizer. You'll get the camera mounted in a place where it's off balance. So we have to correct that. There we are. Now, to find the ideal balance on one of these handheld stabilizers, what they recommend that you do is to do this test where you release it, and if it takes about 2-3 seconds to fall, that means you got it pretty much stable. Now the camera isn't supposed to spin. That's the hard part. And I found with these cheaper stabilizers, it's difficult to get the camera to the point where it won't twist. And so your shots, you'll see, are slightly wobbly, even though at this particular moment, it looks like this stabilizer is set up and works. All right, now I'll show you just some side-by-side shots of both of these stabilizers in action so that you can compare. On the left side, we will have this stabilizer, and on the right, we will have the gimbal. So take a look at the video. So that is it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. In the end, it all depends on your budget and it depends on how much stabilization you are looking for. If you're wanting to get something cheap, this is about $50. It does improve your videos. However, it will take some getting used to and it will take a lot of practice to get to the point where you are perfectly smooth. If you have a bit more money to spend, $350 to be exact, and you are looking for the absolute most smooth shot you can get, the gimbal is the way to go. Nothing beats having computer processing stabilizing the shots for you using silent motors. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and you found it useful. If you did, please hit that like button. Stay tuned for future videos. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye-bye.